Good morning, students. So today we are going to do a new chapter in science, that is chapter 10, light and shadows. Already you all have done this chapter in class 4. So here we are going to do some more about light and shadows, something in details. Okay, so this is the fill in the blanks that is given from whatever you have done from your class 4 in light and shadows. Okay, so you will have to solve it, and afterwards I will give you the answers of this part. Okay, now see, here it is given. Last year you carried out the experiment to form a shadow in fairly dark place. So you have learned how in dark place shadows are formed last year in light and shadows chapter. Now we will test in a dimly lit place and in bright light. Now in this chapter we will see how shadows take place in dimly light place and in bright light. So they are doing an experiment here. Set up your experiment in a room that has light from a window but not direct sunlight or electric lights. So what difference do you notice from the experiment that you did last year? So light from a torch has been shown, and a screen has been kept, and where an object is kept in the middle, and while we are throwing a light on the object we can see that the shadow of that object has been formed on the screen. So the shadow formed will be faint, because in bright light shadow always forms, that is always faint in nature. That means it's not very much clear. Now let us see what happens in bright light. Now in activity 2, carry out the same experiment in bright sunlight. Can you form shadows on your screen? Is there any shadow of the object? If yes, where? What is the source of light? So shadows cannot form in the surrounding light is brighter than the source of light used to form shadow. Suppose you are lighting a torch during a bright sunlight day, so will you be able to see any shadow? No, we will not be able to see any shadow, because brighter, that is sun is much more brighter than the torch light. That is why we are not being able to form any kind of shadow in bright light. Next, see what is given there, the earth and shadows. So earth also casts some shadows. So how it is formed? See, we always talk of the sun rising and setting. This gives an idea that the sun is moving while the earth is still. It is actually the earth's movement that causes day and night. So we all know that earth revolves around the sun, and as a result sometimes it is dark and sometimes it is light. So that is why some amount of time in our day is daytime, and some the other half is our night time. Okay, so here is again an experiment that is being shown to see how day and night is occurring. See, an orange has been taken and has been hanged, and a torchlight has been focused on it. So if we will revolve the orange slightly, we can see that some part of the orange is going dark, and the part that is facing the torchlight is having the daytime. So this is how actually day and night is occurring. Now one of the half of the earth that faces the sun has daytime, while the other half away from the sun, which is in the shadow, has night. So this is very clear from the figure. So which half is facing the light is having the daytime, whereas the other half which is not facing the light is having the night. Now the axis of the earth is however tilted to one side. So if you will see this diagram, see, this is our earth and it is somewhat tilted, and the axis that is passing through the earth is also tilted in nature. So one half is having the day, other half is having the night, and this is the sun that is providing the sun rays towards the earth. So the sun rays falling directly on the first half is actually having the daytime, and the other half which is not receiving the sunlight is having the night time. The earth also orbits around the sun. This is called revolution. So while earth is moving around the sun, this rotation this is called the this movement of the earth is called the revolution. The earth takes 365 1/4 days to complete one revolution. This is very important. You will have to underline this line. The earth takes 365 1/4 days to complete one revolution. Okay children, so this is very important. So underline this, and you will also practice this diagram, which is very very important. That is the formation of day and night in the earth, okay, due to the sun's rays. So thank you.